just, basically fucking around with people while they're trying to work, which I get a big kick out of myself.
Here's a list of things I've done to entertain myself, purely at the expense of other people. Please don't hate me, I haven't done any of these in a long time. My whole childhood growing up, anytime I spoke to my older sister, I would refer to our parents as my parents. Like I would walk into a room and I'd be like, hey, my mom needs to see you. She didn't like that. Anytime someone in my family was expecting company, I would sneak out the back window, run around the house, ring the doorbell, run back around, get back into the window, and then they would open the door and be like, and there wouldn't be anybody there. Because I was in my own bedroom the whole time. My dad and I aren't very big talkers. We could be in a room for hours and not say a word to each other. And so, growing up, we would be sitting there like watching TV or a movie or something, and I would look over in a moment of total silence, and I would go, what'd you say? And he'd go, nothing. And I would go, yeah, you did. You've been talking for like 30 seconds. And he would just look so confused. And he would have this look on his face like, have I did that for about 2 years. In high school, anytime someone gave a presentation, I would sit in the back of the class like that. The entire time. I did not stop. Also in high school, every single day for junior year, I would walk into school and I would walk up to my friend and I would go, hey, are you doing anything tonight? And he would go, no. And I would go, damn. Hope you find something. That sucks, dude. Too bad. Better luck next time. He fell for that every day. And at some point, I feel like that's not on me anymore. I used to date this girl, and anytime she was upset, I would ask her if she was Upsetimus Prime. And the answer was always yes, if you can believe it. But she never said yes. Never once. Same girl, poor girl. Whenever we were driving together, and I was the one driving, and the road we were on was pretty empty, I would look over at her and I would go, you ever been to England? Which the answer was no. So I knew the answer. And she would say no, and I would swerve over to the left side of the road, and I'd go, welcome to England. And she didn't like that. Anytime somebody tells me what time it is, I always ask them, o'clock? They'll be like, it's 7:30, and I'll go, o'clock? And normally they answer the question before they realize how stupid the question. In the same vein as that, anytime someone's talking about an amount of time, and they're clearly talking about years, I always specify by going, years? So someone will be like, I'm 24, and I'll go, years? And same thing, they answer it, and then it dawns on them, that was the dumbest question I've ever been asked in my life.
Caution horses? That seems like a strange thing to warn somebody. Ah!
Here's a list of celebrities that are secretly awful, and you didn't know that, but they have done some terrible shit. Let's start with one that a lot of people might know, but a lot of people might not know. Is Matthew Broderick. Famous actor known for Ferris Bueller's Day Off and the voice of Simba, which I didn't realize until I was way too old. But he's a bad person because he didn't pay parking tickets for a long time, and then he went to court and he tried to act like he was a celebrity, and I'm just kidding, he killed people. He killed a couple people. Simba killed people. 1987, while vacation on Ireland, he got on the wrong side of the road and collided head-on with another car, instantly killing a mother and a daughter. Holy shit. And he faced 5 years of jail time, but he didn't get any jail time because he's a celebrity, which is fucked up, but still, that is crazy. And then we have John Hamm, who I actually really like John Hamm, and I'm super bummed out to hear this. Kind of a sociopath, actually. News broke in 2015 that back in the 90s, he was the leader of a hazing group in a fraternity where he set someone on fire to haze them, which is not hazing. That's just arson. That's just a crime. Now I'm just gonna do a speed round because I don't have a lot of time to talk about all the fucked up things celebrities do. We have Peter Townshend, lead singer of The Who. Can't say what he did because I'll get demonetized, but just look up his name in the word credit card and you'll find out he's a piece of shit. We have Karl Malone, famous basketball player. Once again, can't say what he did, but look up Karl Malone 13. It's exactly as bad as you think it is. Steve Jobs, everyone knows Steve Jobs is like a piece of shit to his employees, but I didn't know about his kid. Steve Jobs had a child with a woman before he started his family, and he denied that that was his child, even though a paternity test came back and said it was 97% sure it was his kid. And then he said something like, oh, there's like a 30% chance that's my kid because she's banked 30% of the population, and everyone's like, what the fuck? And then he tried to get out of it by saying he was infertile, and then he went on to have 3 kids with his next wife.
You sure?
Hey, excuse me. Sorry to bother you. What do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I'm a cop?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm sure you get this all the time, but you don't actually look like a police officer.
Oh, what? What the hell? I'll kill you for saying that.
Whoa, wait, what?
Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Police department, search warrant.
I just want to be clear. You're upset because we made friends with your cat?
You're unreasonable people. You're holding our cat. Go in your yard and say, Mercury, go home. Don't come in our yard anymore.
She
they
will
want
not
you
listen.
to...
She's a cat. She doesn't speak English. It's a cat, dude.
Really? Okay. All right. Well, we'll have the police department figure it out.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Great idea.
All right, you cat pervert.
Oh my God, you guys are absent.
Cat pervert.
I've done nothing to bring the cat.
Literally,
I've done nothing to bring the...
Literally, Karen.
You're angry because